Which part?
Special ingredient.
Special ingredient.
Stressful.
Oh yeah. Special ingredient. Dash. No, wait. Do you read the narrative?
Okay. Dash was now breathing heavily and started to panic.
What's the special ingredient?
Pinkie giggled and responded, "You silly!" Dash's eyes widened and her... Oh, we already read that.
Yeah, we did.
Dash was now in full panic mode. She was starting to hyperventilate. Her mind raced as she tried to reason with the pink pony.
You can't do this, Pinkie. I'm your friend.
I know you are, and that's why I'm so happy I've got you here. We get to share your last moments together. Just you and me. Pinkie was skipping again.
But there are other ponies who'll wonder where I am. When the clouds pile up, they'll come looking for me, and then you'll get found out.
Oh, Dash. Don't worry. There are plenty of Pegasus ponies to take care of a few clouds. Again, skipping to the gory part, so now you know the exposition.
Yeah.
So... Okay, here we go. Basically, right now, Dash, for you viewers, Dash gets knocked out again, I think. Yeah, and then... Oh, no, she doesn't. She finds out where she is, and it's... With a thrill of terror, Dash recognized one of the... Ugh. She's in Pinkie's demented party room.
Demented party room, that sounds dirty.
Oh, no!
Oh no!
Dash reeled in horror at the image presented to her. The room was decorated with a typical but twisted Pinkie Pie flair. Colorful streamers of dried entrails fluttered around the ceiling. Brightly painted skulls of all sizes were attached to the walls, and organs done up in pastels filled with helium were tied to the backs of chairs. The tables and chairs were made of bones and the preserved flesh of past ponies. Dash cringed upon seeing the centerpiece of the table nearest to her. The heads of 4 foals, their eyes closed as if they were sleeping, were wearing party hats made from their own skin.
This is so creepy.
It's so funny, especially considering the last episode.
True.
With a thrill of terror, Dash recognized one of them as Apple Bloom's classmate Twist. Dash's eyes darted back and forth, and then fell upon a patchwork banner hanging from the rafters. Made from several tanned pony hides, the words, "Life is a party," were scrawled on it in blood red. Okay, so Pinkie Pie comes out, and the party pony was wearing a dress quilted from dried skins and blazoned with cutie marks. On her back fluttered 6 Pegasus wings, all of different colors. As the Earth Pony skipped in excitement, her necklace of several unicorn horns clacked together loudly. That goes on. Seemingly out of nowhere, Pinkie produced a brightly painted blue and yellow skull. It was about pony-sized, but it had a very defining feature. A beak. Dash gaped in shock.
Is that?
Hey, Dash, let's hang together. These ponies are lame-os. Dweebs, Pinkie mimicked. I called her right before she left town. Remember when I left that party for about 20 minutes? That wasn't enough time to play with her, of course. I had to wait till after the party to do that. But boy, am I glad I did. It was worth it for the flavor alone. Griffins taste like 2 animals at once. It's amazing. I know she didn't have a number like everyone else in Ponyville, but when was I going to get another chance to try Griffin? I probably should have asked where she came from so I could have gotten more, but I forgot. I'll tell you what, though, she's quite the fighter. She lasted a long time, which was a lot of fun for me. I got the chance to play with someone other than a pony and try new things. It's too bad she had such a meanie mouth. She said so much bad stuff, I just had to take her tongue out. You know, bad language makes me feel bad things, Rainbow Dash. Dash didn't have anything to say. She sobbed and withered in tight bonds. Well, said Pinkie Pie with an air of finality, that's enough reminiscing. It's time to begin.
Putting parts too.
Yeah, you can read narrator first. We'll alternate.
Okay. Putting down Gilda's skull, the pink pony gripped a scalpel in her left
In the cleft of her
left.
Wait,
how is that?
Cleft of her hoof. That doesn't make sense. Okay, viewers out there. Horse hooves. Their hooves are like this. One toe. But unlike a deer or a dog elk or something,
They
it's
have-
like
It's like,
that's a cleft. That works. You can
wait, grab here. Yeah.
like a scalpel. See? Oh, no.
I can hold a scalpel.
Okay, back to the story.
Okay. But wait, when you see them in the cartoon, they don't even have like hooves
Because
or...
they use their mouths a lot. Nom nom.
Okay.
Okay, back to the story. So she picks up the scalpel in her imaginary...
clefted hooves.
She must be mutated, but we already knew that.
I mean, her hair is a pom-pom went straight.
Okay.
She walked over to Dash's right flank. Without any flair, Pinkie Pie placed the blade an inch above Dash's cutie mark and began a circular cut around it. Dash shouted in pain and tried desperately. Oh no!
Okay.
So
Okay, but the braces
Dash
held
shouted
her.
desperately to pull away, but the braces held her still. Finishing the incision, Pinkie grabbed a curved skinning knife from the tray, screwing up her face in concentration. She worked under Dash's skin and sliced the hide away from the muscle. Dash ground her teeth as she tearfully watched her flesh peel off. Pinkie then moved to the other side and repeated the process on Dash's left flank.
Okay.
Wow, about this.
Placing the ragged patches of skin down, Pinkie selected a large butcher knife and walked behind the blue Pegasus. Hope you don't mind. I think I'm going to wing it now, Pinkie laughed. She grabbed Dash's left wing in her mouth and played with it for a second. Yanking that so, the sharp pain reignited the fire in Dash's flank. So Pinkie cuts off her skin.
And her wing.
Wait, Pinkie... Then, that doesn't even make sense. Then, stretching the wing out, Pinkie brought the blade down hard at the base. Instantly, Dash screamed and thrashed her appendage. The movement threw off Pinkie's arm. She tried to...
She doesn't have an arm.
Aim. She tried to hit the mark again, but missed, and carved a huge slice into Dash's back. Dash, you gotta stay still, or I keep missing.
No.
Pinkie took another whack and hit her target. She swung again and again. Blood sprayed in the air, but Pinkie realized she wasn't getting anywhere. Blade just wasn't getting through any of the bone. I guess I forgot to sharpen it. I think I'll try something else.
No.
Okay. Got it. Say, Dash, why do they call it a hacksaw? It doesn't hack. Hacking is what I was doing with the knife. This is a saw. I don't get it.
Question mark.
Pinkie cuts off the hacks it on one. Hang on. Here we go. Like,
Imaginary wings. Wait. Put a hand there and be like.
okay.
Oh god, people are gonna think we're on crack.
Okay. So that happens. Hey Dash, Pinkie piped up. Think fast.
What?
Suddenly,
Pinkie Pie yanked the wing as hard as she could. The bone snapped out of the blue pony's skin, held, then tore away. The pole ripped away along the flesh all the way. I feel so demented.
strip of flesh.
You
All the
feel
way down.
demented. I did it. Dashes back to her rump.
I read this in school.
If I read this in school, they'd lock me in some room.
Okay.
Her body seized at the unexpected trauma. Her pelvis tensed up. Dash felt a warm release between her legs. The unending melody of pain filled the room.
She blacks out.
Unable to catch her. You quit moving. She blacked out.
Dash awoke with a gasp. The stench of urine filled her mucus-caked nostrils. As her vision swam into focus, she saw a very pouty Pinkie Pie removing a large adrenaline needle from her chest. Stopping her hooves, the frustrated Pinkie lashed out at her helpless victim. Did any pony teach you manners? It's very rude to fall asleep when somebody invites you over to spend time with them. How would you like it if I came over to your house and went to sleep? Oh, I'm sorry, Dash. You're so boring. I think I'll take a nap. You think I like always doing this by myself? I told you how excited I was. I got when I found you were next. I was excited to have a friend be here with me while I worked. But no! You've got to be inconsiderate. You know, I thought you were tough. I thought you could handle anything. I've had full stand-up better than you. Do I have to baby you, huh? Is that how you want me to remember you, as a baby? As Piggy stopped... Now I have to read this.
Yeah, you have to read.
As Piggy stopped to catch her breath, Dash blinked and sobbed softly. Her back was in agony, her sides were on fire, and there was an intense pain in one of her legs. As she blinked again, she saw Pinky pop something red into her mouth and began to chew. Noticing Dash's stare, Pinky quickly gulped the morsel down. "What?" Pinky asked. "Oh, this?" She held up another piece. "Well, while you were asleep, I got a little impatient and helped myself to a small sample I got from your leg. You're not bad. Want to try some? It tastes like Skittles."
Taste the rainbow.
I added that in case you can't tell.
Yeah.
Okay, shoot.
Without waiting for a response, Pinky shoved the strip of meat into the revolted Pegasus pony's mouth. Dash gagged and immediately spit it out. Pinky frowned and picked up the chunk of flesh. "If you don't want it..." Oh, wait, that's your part.
"If you don't want it, you could have said no." She contemplated the discarded, snotty morsel, then gulped it down. "It's not like you haven't had my cupcakes before."
Swallowing, Pinky turned her attention to a small can on the tray. She removed the lid, revealing it was filled with red-hot coals. Laying atop the coals were several nails. As an adrenaline filled her veins, Dash began to panic again. Picking up the can, Pinky walked over to Dash's left. Holding some tongs, okay.
With
her mouth, Pinky carefully picked up the nail and positioned it at the seam of her victim's front leg and hoof. She then grabbed the hammer and took careful aim. "No, Pinky! No!" Dash screamed.
The hammer came down, and the nail punctured Dash's skin. The white hot burning was too much. Dash screamed as she pulled it and thrashed at the braces, causing her raw skin to rub and tear. Pinky tried to line up another nail, but couldn't find her aim, and let out a frustrated grunt. "Ah!" When Pinky brought the hammer back to take a wild swing, Dash burst out crying and begging.
"No, please stop! Please stop! No!"
Your Brianna is going to kill us. I think we're just going to post this on the Wonderworld's page.
It's nice, no.
No one else needs to see this.
Yeah.
Pinky rolled her eyes.
Sure, not
Putting-
YouTube.
Putting down the hammer and tongs, she walked back in front of her friend and stared pensively at the broken Pegasus. Gilda didn't even cry this much when she had a live Paris Bride stuffed down her throat. Pinky thought for a minute about what to do next, then had a sudden spark of inspiration. Rotating a wheel in the rack, Pinky laid Dash on her back, then moved on Dash's hind legs, bringing the can with her. Picking up her tools, Dash drove a searing hot spike of metal directly into the bottom of Dash's hoof. As Dash yelled in pain, Pinky moved around and drove a second nail into the other hoof. Next, Pinky went back to her cart and located an enormous battery and controller, which she dragged over to where she was working. She tied copper wires between the terminals and the nails driven into Dash's hooves and gave Dash a wink and flipped the switch.
Electricity rocketed through Dash's body. The blue pony reacted immediately. Her body seized and her muscles snapped taut. Dash's hips thrust skyward, her eyes rolled back. She let out a deep throat-shredding cry.
And we're like...
Pinky giggled and danced in place and reached down and turned up the juice. Dash convulsed uncontrollably and her battered bladder emptied once more.
After about 5 minutes, Pinky shut off the power. Wisps of steam rose from the singed fur around Dash's hooves, and the area reeked of cooked flesh and burnt enamel. Oatmeal, are you crazy? Pinky rotated Dash upright again and tried snap the drooling, delirious pony to attention. Dash, Rainbow Dash, wake up! Dash moaned.
And
managed to give him Monicum a weak acknowledgement. Pinky studied her handiwork, then reached into her medicine bag and produced a large syringe. Alright, time for the last round. Dash focused blearily on the needle, which Pinky took as a question as to what it was. This is a little something to take the pain away, Pinky informed Dash as she walked around to her victim's ruined back. Dash flinched as Pinky jabbed the needle into the lower part of the blue pony's spine. Moving in front of her friend again, Pinky leaned down and elaborated. In a few minutes, you won't be able to feel anything below your rib cage. Then you'll be able to stay awake to watch the harvest. Dash started to cry again.
Pinky!
She choked out. Yeah?
I want to go home.
Yeah, I can see you wanting to do that. Sometimes I just want to give up. Just say, I'm done with this mess, and go to bed. But you know what? You can't shrug off your responsibilities. You got to pull yourself up and meet the challenges head on. That's the only way you're gonna get ahead in life. Dash hung her head and cried. Minutes passed as the drug took effect. That goes on.
I got my eye on you, Dash.
Yeah, Pinky makes... at this point, Pinky approached with the scalpel. Glancing at Dash and smiling, Pinky made a long, horizontal cut across the Pegasus pony's pelvis, just above her crotch. Moving up Dash's body, Pinky made a similar incision under her ribs. Finally, Pinky made a long, vertical cut down Dash's stomach, connecting the first... Oh, I can't wait to read this. Looks like I got my eye on you! Pinky giggled.
That was frightening. Don't ever do that.
With a moist, gooey sound, the flaps of skin opened. The sight of her own organs and the lack of feeling caused Dash's breathing to intensify. Pinky carefully sliced open Dash's abdominal sac and grabbed her large intestines.
Did she use her mouth or a cleft of her hoof?
Probably the cleft of her cleft. As she separated the organ from the rest of the digestive tract and pulled it out of the new cavity, Pinky grew jovial. Laughing as she guided her friend, Pinky began to make jokes. Dash, growing weaker from the new source of blood loss, tried desperately to shut out the macabre comedy act. Look at me, I'm Rarity! Pinky laughed, swinging the intestinal tube around her neck and spraying blood in all directions. Isn't my new scarf so pretty? Reaching back inside, she sliced the small intestine off from the bowels. Squeezing out the excess excrement, alliteration, Pinky filed the slimy organ through her teeth and dragged it back and forth. Did say you gotta flush once a day, Dash? Dash was barely aware of what was going on. The shock was causing her to fade. Disappointed, Pinky dived back into the blue pony's guts, ramping up her routine. Oh, don't go yet, Dash! Pinky started pulling... You read that.
Pinky started pulling out the rest of Dash's organs, pausing with each removal.
I know I can be a real pancreas, but you know, I'm just kidney with you. You really got to learn to liver up. Boy, these jokes are getting bladder. Guess you gotta develop a stomach for them.
Pinky placed the discarded body parts into a bucket, keeping the last one for a bit longer.
Ooh, bagpipes!
She said, placing the end of Dash's esophagus into her mouth and the stomach, and her armpit squeezed part of the acid hit her tongue.
Ew! Oh hey, look! There's your cupcake, Dash!
Dash didn't... Where is it?
Dash didn't hear her tormentor.
Okay. Dash didn't hear her tormentor. She had slipped from consciousness minutes ago. Pinky, not yet satisfied, hit Dash with another adrenaline shot. Stop moving.
Okay.
Dash woke up for the first time, her heart pounding.
For the last time.
For the last time. Derp. Her heart pounding, warm blood flowed out from her wound in her chest in great spurts. It wouldn't be long now.
Pinky brought Dash around, onto her back again, and straddled the blue pony's chest, scalpel at the ready. You know, Rainbow Dash, I'm disappointed. I thought you would have lasted longer. I really wanted to spend more time with you before we got here. I guess it's my fault. I should have taken it a little bit slower. Oh well, it was really nice knowing you, Dash.
The blade sunk into the blue throat and worked its way to Dash's chin. Coming back down, Pinky's scalpel then circled Dash's neck. The last thing Rainbow Dash felt was her skin being cut away from her skull and the metal of the blade scraping her teeth. Then she was gone.
Okay, so basically, Pinky looks at... We'll just read this. Pinkie Pie stared into the mirror. She'd done a really good job, even keeping the eyelids. She winked, and Dash winked back. Pinky smiled.
But still, she was sad that her friend was gone now. Dash had only lasted 50 minutes, not nearly as long as Pinkie Pie had wanted. She looked back at the cadaver hanging at the center of the room, the last of her friend's fluids draining into a pan. Yep, no more Rainbow Dash. As she looked, Pinky cocked her head. She began to take notice of the fact that there really wasn't much damage done to the corpse. In fact, the pink pony mused, I think
An idea exploded in her head. She was good at sewing, and she had all the pieces. All she had to do was put them back together. Yeah, she just had to get some stuffing and bingo! She'd have Rainbow Dash forever. In fact, thought Pinkie, that's what she'd do with all her best friends when their numbers came up. She was so excited she skipped right over to Body with her Skinner to get started. The cupcakes could wait. Pinkie Pie had a friend to make.
Then they lived happily ever after.
The end.
That was enjoyable.